The 1972 Miami Dolphins. 17 wins, 0 losses. The only perfect season in NFL history. But what happened after the confetti fell? Some became successful businessmen. Others battled addiction. A few died with CTE. 53 years later, the survivors still pop champagne every year when the last undefeated team falls. It begins with the quarterback who watched his perfect season from the sideline. Bob Griese. Week 5 of 1972. Deacon Jones and Ron East crush him with a broken leg and dislocated ankle. Earl Morrall steps in, keeps the dream alive through 9 straight wins. AFC Championship against Pittsburgh? Halftime, Shula asks, "Are you ready?" Griese replies, "Yes," and completes 3 of 5 for 70 yards, sending Miami to Super Bowl VII. Finishes the perfect season, 8 of 11 for 88 yards against Washington. After retiring in 1980, became a television voice for NBC and ESPN, calling games for 2 decades before Hall of Fame induction in 1990. Today at 80, the quarterback who sealed perfection with his comeback still appears at Dolphins alumni events, living legend of the only 17-0 season. Earl Morrall, the ultimate backup, becomes Miami's savior when Griese falls in Week 5. Steps in against San Diego, goes 8 of 10 for 86 yards with 2 touchdowns, then wins all 9 remaining regular season starts to preserve the undefeated dream. Guides Miami through the first 2 playoff victories before yielding to the returning Griese in the AFC Championship. His steady hand kept perfection alive when it mattered most. After football, served as quarterbacks coach at University of Miami, then entered politics as Davie City Councilman and briefly mayor. Died in 2014 at age 79. Larry Csonka, the punishing fullback who made defenders think twice about tackling. His 1,117 rushing yards in 1972 powered the ground attack that controlled games and kept Miami's perfect season on track, earning Pro Bowl honors for his bruising north-south running style. Csonka averaged 5.4 yards per carry while punishing linebackers on every collision throughout the 17-0 campaign. After retiring, became a commentator for the original American Gladiators television series, before Hall of Fame induction in 1987. Today, at 79, lives quietly on a farm in Ohio. The battering ram who powered perfection chose solitude over spotlight. Mercury Morris. Speed kills, and Morris provided the lightning to Csonka's thunder in 1972's perfect backfield tandem. Rushed for exactly 1,000 yards after the league re-examined a fumbled lateral, awarding him 9 crucial yards to reach the milestone alongside Csonka, the NFL's first 1,000-yard duo. His explosive burst, averaging 6.4 yards per carry during the 17-0 run, earned Pro Bowl honors and kept defenses honest. After football, appeared in the Black Six before cocaine trafficking conviction and prison. Overcame addiction to become a motivational speaker. Inducted into Dolphins Walk of Fame in 2013. Died September 2024 at age 77. Jim Kiick. The versatile halfback who started Super Bowl VII, despite sharing duties with Mercury Morris during the perfect season, Kiick's reliability in short yardage situations and clutch pass-catching ability made him invaluable to Miami's 17-0 run, even as his role diminished from earlier years. Known for playing hurt, once took the field with a broken toe, broken finger, hip pointer, and bruised elbow simultaneously. After retiring, worked as a private investigator for Broward County Public Defender's Office and ran Kiick Sports Promotions, developed dementia, and died in 2020 at age 73, posthumously diagnosed with CTE. The perfect backfield bulldozed through defenses all season long. Paul Warfield. The 1970 trade from Cleveland for Mike Phipps might be history's most lopsided. Browns got a struggling quarterback while Miami got perfection's most dangerous deep threat. The 1972 season showcases his impact. 8-time Pro Bowl selection. His mere presence forced double coverage, making the ground game unstoppable. After retiring in 1977, enters the Hall of Fame in 1983. Today, at 82, still attends Dolphins reunions and speaks at football events. Marlin Briscoe. The first black starting quarterback in modern pro football history, converted to receiver for Miami's perfect season, hauling in key catches that helped complete 17-0. His journey from Denver's groundbreaking signal caller in 1968, throwing 14 touchdown passes in just 5 starts, to Miami's reliable target exemplified adaptability. Briscoe's speed and hands provided another weapon in the Dolphins' diverse offensive attack. After retiring, became a successful municipal bond broker in Los Angeles before descending into crack cocaine addiction and homelessness. Spent 10 years on the streets of Los Angeles before finally getting clean in the late 1980s, then founded a Boys and Girls Club in Long Beach. Died June 2022 at age 76. Howard Twilley. Caught the 28-yard touchdown pass in Super Bowl VII that helped seal Miami's perfect season, capping off a reliable career as the Dolphins' possession receiver. His sure hands and route-running precision made him a trusted target throughout the 17-0 campaign, complementing the deep threats with consistent intermediate catches. Twilley's business acumen matched his football intelligence. Earned an MBA from University of Miami in 1971 while still playing. After retiring, owned 28 The Athlete's Foot stores before selling in 1990. Considered running for Congress in 1994, and was inducted into Oklahoma Sports Hall of Fame in 1995. Died February 2025 at age 81. Larry Little. The anchor of Miami's offensive line during the perfect season, helping establish a team rushing record of 2,960 yards in just 14 games. 5-time Pro Bowl selection. Little's powerful blocking opened holes for the Zonka-Morris tandem while protecting the quarterbacks who guided the 17-0 run. San Diego traded him in 1969 because coach Sid Gilman grew frustrated with his weight issues, but Miami transformed him into a Hall of Fame guard. After retiring in 1980, became head coach at Bethune-Cookman, winning MEAC championships in 1984 and 1988, then coached at North Carolina Central. Inducted into Pro Football Hall of Fame in 1987. Today, at 80, the guard who opened holes for perfection still attends Dolphins reunions. Jim Langer. Became Miami's starting center when Bob DeMarco was traded during 1972 preseason, then played every offensive snap in Super Bowl VII as the Dolphins completed their perfect 17-0 season. His steady snapping and blocking anchored the line that protected Griese and Morrill while opening running lanes for over 2,900 rushing yards. A knee injury 9 games into 1979 abruptly ended his Miami career, forcing a trade to Minnesota to finish closer to home. After retiring in 1981, worked as color commentator for St. Cloud State football broadcasts before Hall of Fame induction in 1987. The Jim Langer Award honors the nation's top Division II lineman. Died August 2019 at age 71. The interior line paved perfection, but what about the tackle who anchored it all and the defense that made it legendary? Norm Evans. The only player in NFL history chosen in 2 expansion drafts. Houston in 1965, Miami in 1966. Proved doubters wrong by anchoring the right tackle position during the perfect season. Pro Bowl selection in 1972. His pass protection helped Griese and Morrill complete 17 straight victories without catastrophic sacks, while his run blocking opened holes for the 2,960 rushing yards that powered 17-0. After retiring from Seattle in 1978 following 14 NFL seasons, became president of Pro Athletes Outreach, mentoring NFL players through faith-based programs for decades. Today, at 83, still active in ministry work. part of the only undefeated team in NFL history. Nick Buoniconti, the heart of Miami's no-name defense, intercepted Billy Kilmer late in the second quarter of Super Bowl VII, setting up the touchdown that clinched the perfect season. 8-time Pro Bowl selection. Boston traded him to Miami in 1969 for nothing more than highlight films of third-string quarterback Kim Hammond, one of history's worst trades. His fierce tackling and play-calling leadership anchored the defense that held opponents to 12.2 points per game during the 17-0 run. After retiring, became a practicing attorney and sports agent. Co-hosted HBO's Inside the NFL for 23 years and led spinal cord research advocacy after his son's paralysis. Hall of Fame induction in 2001 recognized his defensive dominance. Died in 2019 at age 78, later diagnosed with CTE. Bill Stanfill. The fierce pass rusher unofficially led Miami with 10 sacks during the perfect 1972 season, earning first-team All-Pro and Pro Bowl honors as part of the no-name defense. 5-time Pro Bowl selection throughout his career. Tom Landry dubbed Miami's defense "no name" due to players like Stanfill lacking national recognition despite dominant play. His relentless pressure from the defensive end position disrupted opposing offenses throughout the 17-0 campaign. After retiring, worked as a real estate broker in Albany, Georgia, but suffered severe health issues from football injuries requiring multiple spinal surgeries. Died November 2016 at age 69. Posthumously diagnosed with CTE, another casualty of the violence that made perfection possible. Manny Fernandez dominated Super Bowl VII with 17 tackles from the nose tackle position, a performance so spectacular that teammates Larry Zonka and Nick Buoniconti believed he deserved MVP honors over Jake Scott. Fernandez's relentless interior pressure disrupted Washington's offense throughout Miami's 14-7 victory that completed perfection, recording 1 sack while collapsing the pocket on nearly every passing down. The no-name defense found its most anonymous star in Fernandez, whose 35 career sacks from the least celebrated position anchored Miami's championship runs. After retiring, worked in construction and maintained a low profile. Today at 79, the unsung hero of perfection's greatest game. Dick Anderson. The versatile safety who served as emergency punter during Miami's perfect season when Larry Seipel injured his knee against the Jets, earning Pro Bowl honors for his defensive leadership. His 34 career interceptions and fumble recoveries provided crucial turnovers that fueled Miami's championship runs. Anderson helped the no-name defense hold opponents to 12.2 points per game during the 17-0 run. Then won NFL Defensive Player of the Year honors the following season in 1973. After retiring in 1977, became president of the NFL Players Association from 1975 to 1977, advocating for player rights during critical labor negotiations. Later became a successful businessman and Florida state senator. Inducted into College Football Hall of Fame in 1993. The team was honored at the White House by President Obama in 2013, finally receiving recognition 40 years after their perfect season. Today, at 79, the safety who punted in an emergency still serves his community in South Florida. The no-name defense dominated the trenches and secondary. But remember the clutch kicks and perfect coaching that sealed perfection? Jake Scott won Super Bowl VII MVP with 2 interceptions against Washington, including a crucial fourth-quarter pick that preserved Miami's 14-7 victory and completed the perfect 17-0 season. His punt and kickoff return skills provided field position advantages throughout the championship run, while his ball-hawking ability earned Pro Bowl honors as the secondary's anchor. After retiring, became an investor in Hawaii and lived privately in Colorado Mountains, Florida Keys, and eventually Kauai. Died November 2020 at age 75 in Atlanta. Garo Yepremian. The Armenian soccer-style kicker whose reliable leg helped Miami navigate the perfect season. Though he's remembered more for his infamous botched pass attempt in Super Bowl VII, Pro Bowl selection, named to the 1970s All-Decade Team. Despite that moment, Yepremian's consistent field goals and extra points were crucial to the 17-0 run, providing the margin of victory in several close games. His early NFL career included breaking records with 6 field goals in one game for Detroit, while enduring hazing from players who resented foreign-born athletes. After retiring in 1981, became a motivational speaker and founded the Garo Yepremian Foundation for Brain Tumor Research. Died May 2015, posthumously named to Miami's 50 Greatest Players list. Don Shula, the mastermind who orchestrated the only perfect season in NFL history, guiding Miami through 17-0 with tactical brilliance and motivational leadership. When Bob Griese suffered his season-threatening injury in Week 5, Shula seamlessly inserted Earl Morrall and adjusted game plans to keep perfection alive through 9 straight wins. His halftime decision to reinsert Griese during the AFC Championship against Pittsburgh proved the final stroke of genius in completing the undefeated dream. After retiring with 347 career wins, the most in NFL history, entered the restaurant business in 1989, lending his name to steakhouses and burger joints while serving as Dolphins vice chairman. Hall of Fame induction came in 1997. Died May 2020 at age 90. Howard Schnellenberger, the tight ends coach who helped design the offensive schemes that powered Miami's perfect season, working alongside Don Shula to create the balanced attack that kept defenses guessing throughout the 17-0 run. His coaching expertise contributed to the seamless integration of multiple running backs and the effective use of play-action passing that made the Dolphins unstoppable. Schnellenberger had previously recruited Joe Namath to Alabama for Bear Bryant, showcasing his eye for talent. After the 1972 triumph, returned to college coaching where he won a national championship at Miami in 1983 and built programs at Louisville and Florida Atlantic. Died March 2021 at age 87 in Boca Raton. One team, 19 completely different endings. That's what happens when perfection ends, when the champagne goes flat, when legends face mortality. The 72 Dolphins didn't just go undefeated, they redefined excellence and made history that will never be repeated. Then life took over. Griese called games on TV. Zonka disappeared to a farm. Buoniconti's mind faded before CTE was found in his brain. Perfect on the field doesn't guarantee perfect in life. Subscribe for more. Next week, the 1980s San Francisco 49ers dynasty.